Hello there, my name's Jack.
I'm Kylie.
And I'm Sophia.
And we are all seniors at the local high school, Hunterdon Central.
So 98% of the people that come into the Family Success Center are low-income families. And the problem is that when they go out to buy food, the parents are usually looking for, where can I get the cheapest food? Where can I get the food that my kids will actually eat? Now the problem is the first place they go to look for this is not the fruit and vegetable section, because A, it's too expensive, and B, their kids probably don't want to eat it. So instead they're going to the grains, they're going to get rice, they're going to get stuff that has a lack of nutrients. And what we hope to do is to be able to break this spell. And we're going to try and help them get these nutrients that they need so that they don't have health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, anything along the lines where they don't get enough of nutrients and they're getting too much of starch.
Alright, so this cycle we're talking about, these bad habits form when people are young, and it carries with them as they grow old, and then they pass it on to their children, and there's just entire generations of people with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, just generally bad health and bad eating habits. So what we want to do is break this cycle. We want to introduce them to healthy foods, the veggies and fruits that they all avoid, and we want to show them that these healthy foods don't actually taste so bad. We want to introduce them, and instead of forming those bad habits, form good habits early on, and hopefully those good habits carry on and form a new cycle of good habits and better lifestyles.
So we hope to apply this grant to two different things. First, to assemble a team of teenagers like us and our friends to go to different fields in the local area to glean produce from them. Gleaning is when farmers who have these big fields have already taken the produce that they hope to sell at farmers markets and other places, and there is leftover produce still on the plants. Normally that food would either go to animal feed or simply waste away. But we hope to put together a team of teenagers to go and take that produce and bring it back to the Family Success Center so we can distribute it to low-income families for free. We also hope to bring in a nutritionist who would prepare different recipes using these different foods for two different reasons. First, so that kids can taste them and learn that they do taste good, and that these vegetables aren't always yucky. They can like these new recipes. And then also introduce families to different ways to prepare these foods that they might not have ever seen before. And we hope that this program will then introduce kids and families and get them into the habit of eating these healthier foods, this fresh produce, and then they'll go and seek it out themselves later on.
So we know that there are a lot of low-income families in the area, but what do you think about the teens? Do you think that the teens are aware of the need in the community? Or is this something that's going to be brought up as we do it? We're going to be introducing this as a new need in our community.
Though 98% of the families served at Harvest Family Success Center are low income, people aren't aware of that. We are such a wealthy area that it slips people's minds that there are low income families here. And yes, there are homeless, but they just seem to get swept under the rug, and you don't see that, especially in the high school. Unless you happen to be friends with someone from a low-income family, you probably don't even realize that they exist.
So this program from the teen side would introduce teens at the high school to this problem and put together a solution to it, so we can work towards a solution. I don't know what I was going to say there.
It also shows
Better
them.
future? Yeah.
It also shows them how to be a responsible civilian, because it's everyone together makes the society work. You can't just push a few people under the rug. You can't forget about them, because it's so easy. Because Hunterdon County is like maybe the third richest county in the United States, that doesn't mean that that's an average. That means that there's still people on the really high end, there's still people that are more on the lower end, so everyone needs the help that they can get.